to another week of Candid Conversations from Colorado Realty and Property Management. I'm Renee Marzolf, here with Taylor Haas and Tuny Kabir. And today we're going to talk about a hot topic: to allow pets or to not allow pets in your rental property. We're obviously in a very pet-friendly market, so it is a very common topic for landlords in our area.
Yes, we're actually the second most pet-friendly state in the country. So it is very popular for sure. But usually when it comes to the conversation of pets, we hear three excuses, if you will, as to why owners don't want to allow pets in their property. Number one is preference. Someone doesn't like cats, or they're just not pet people. We hear that all the time, which understandable. However, you're not the one that's living in the property, the tenants are, so you want to make sure you're catering to them. Number two is maybe you or a person in your family has allergies and you're concerned about eventually moving back in. Well, you may still end up having to allow pets in your property because of emotional support animals or service animals. And either way, I'm assuming you would most likely get the carpets cleaned or the ducts recleaned if you knew you had someone with an allergy in your family. And then lastly, surprisingly, is assumptions. Usually for smaller type properties, we get a lot of feedback that people just believe, my house isn't big enough for pets, or it doesn't have a yard, no one with dogs would even live here, or, it's too many stories, that's a lot of up and down for pets. So although that might be something that you think, obviously we have a lot of pet owners in our state, and of course, for the right property, they're willing to accommodate anything for their pets because people love their pets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are so many benefits to allowing pets at the property. One is that you have more tenants that are going to be interested in your property. Approximately 84% of Colorado renters, they have pets. So if you don't allow pets, you're actually limiting yourself to possibly 15% of the renters. You're also able to better secure a higher rental rate for your property if you allow pets. That way you don't have to do as many price reductions week over week, and potentially your property will get rented out pretty quickly. Also, we also have a lot of pet owners that typically are more responsible tenants than petless tenants. Most owners are willing to invest in training or creating their pets when they're away. So this can definitely alleviate some of those concerns that landlords have about potential property damage. And typically, property managers do have a limit on how many pets they'll allow at a property. I know with us at Colorado Realty and Property Management, we have a limit of 2 pets, and there are typically restrictions on breed and weight, so that also helps. And then with the risks of not having pets, there is the wear and tear from pets, so that can potentially happen from pets living at the property. There's also higher vacancy periods. So if you don't allow pets at the property, obviously, like we said, only 15% of renters are petless. So that can attribute to higher vacancy periods. And then also you would potentially have to lower the rent week over week if feedback from the tours and just renters are, interested in the property, but they wouldn't be able to move forward with it because the property doesn't allow any pets.
Absolutely, yes. Not allowing pets does significantly impact the rentability of the property. Just recently, we leased out a property that had started out not allowing pets. And so initially listing on the market, we were not getting a lot of leads, not getting a lot of showings. It was understandably super frustrating and nerve-wracking for the landlord who is waiting for this property to get leased out. And obviously we want nothing more than for them to achieve that, of course, but we kept recommending to allow pets, kept recommending it. He didn't want to. After about 3 weeks with very little activity, he agreed to allow pets, and we got the property leased out within 1 week. So it did definitely make a difference for the listing, but looking back, it seems like there could have been a lot of headache and stress and time on market alleviated had we just allowed pets from the very beginning. So I always really encourage landlords to start with allowing pets to avoid having that headache and heartache along the way when it could have been so much easier. And I've owned a rental property where there has been pet damage, and it was not the end of the world. It was a tiny little condo, only 547 square feet. The tenant had a super cute golden retriever. It was a pet-friendly condo, so even though, to Taylor's point, it was a smaller unit, it was still a pet friendly unit. Because, pet owners will still be able to take their pets out to common areas, dog parks, take them out on hikes. I mean, it's Colorado. So anyway, we had a little bit of pet damage to the brand new carpet in the unit, and it was really not a big deal. We were able to use the security deposit to get things taken care of. And by the time they moved out, it looked like nothing had ever even happened. So I've been there, I've survived, and it was really not that bad at the end of the day.
Yes, great point, Renee. And part of what we do at our company is make sure that we do pet screening before, moving a tenant into a property with pets. So we're specifically confirming that the pet that is on their application is the pet that's going to be living at the property. And so how we do this is with a third-party site called petscreening.com. Ultimately, they're the one that is verifying, their vaccination records, their pet's history. They also confirm that the breed matches what's on the application and in their vet records. And we also do a photo of that pet and a selfie with the owner. So we're confirming there as well. And so based on that, we'll make a decision to approve pets. Even right now in Colorado, we do have a lot of legislation turning towards properties being more pet friendly for people with pets or even animals when it comes to ESAs and emotional support for animals. As of January 1st of this year, 2024, we have new legislation that owners are not allowed to charge more than a $300 security deposit for pets, and that's only per lease agreement, not per pet, and also additional monthly pet rent of $35 or 1.5%, whichever one is higher. So we definitely recommend allowing pets, but then of course making sure that you're knowledgeable into what kind of the legislative expectations are. So
Absolutely. Lots to consider when allowing pets on the property, but again, we're in such a pet-friendly area that it makes all the difference. So that's all for this week. We look forward to connecting next week.